So tagging started in the early 1970s, and it started with marker pens, and we can see an example here. And last lesson we looked at using felt tips marker pens to create our own tags. Now we're going to have a little look at 3D tagging, which became very popular later in the 1970s. We can see a few examples here on trains and subways. And the 3D, the way that the graffiti artists make them look 3D is they put this black shadow around them. So on your tables today, you'll have some more examples of 3D lettering where it's got that black shadow behind it to make it look 3D. We've got bubble type. And then we've got two examples, again, thinking of those words and those symbols that we saw during lockdown, love and hope. But we were writing to the NHS in our windows and displaying rainbows and love hearts. I'm going to stick with that theme, and I'm either going to write love or I'm going to write hope. But if you want to, if you've got a nickname or you found that on the tagging activity you had a nickname that you used for that, then you can just write your nickname. Or if your name's short, like my name is Kay, I could just write K-A-Y, and that'd be fairly easy using this 3D font. But that's up to you. So I really like this one. I'm going to go with this one. I might not necessarily use the same colours or the same design, but I am going to use that font. So first of all, when we start drawing, we're going to just pick up a pencil. I'm just picking up a nice 2B, HB, doesn't really matter. And the first thing we want to do is make sure that it's sharp. So I'm going to sharpen it. Nice sharp pencil. And when we are sketching something, we're going to sketch very lightly. So first of all, I found it easier. I mean, we're all different. I found it easier just to do lines. So it's quite clever how on this tag here, this 3D tag, the artist has turned the O into a love heart. I quite like that. And then we've got the V somewhere in the background there, and the E over here. So I found it easier just to do lines first of all. The next thing that I'm going to do is then start to make it look 3D. So just looking at the picture, and you're going to look at the letters, whether you are doing love or hope or your tag, that's fine. But start to look at the shape of the letters now, and very lightly just sketching that out. You know, we do things lightly just in case we need to rub it out. It doesn't have to be a perfect copy of it. You can exaggerate it if you want to and change the font up a little bit. And there we go, I've got my 3D lettering. Once you've completed that, if there's any sketchy lines that are going to get in the way of adding colour, you can just rub them out. We don't want them shining through the colour because it'll look a bit dirty. The grey colour doesn't look very nice underneath colour. So I might even, if there's any dark lines in my drawing, where I've pressed a little bit too hard, I'm just going to rub them back a little bit. Right, when you are applying colour then, you can choose your own colours or you can stick with the colour schemes that are provided. If you think, do you know what, I find blending difficult, just try a gradient. So try one colour where you are going from dark to light just with one colour. If you think, do you know what, I'm quite skillful at blending my colour pencils, I'm quite good at this, then you might want to try two colours. But if you do pick two colours, make sure that they're next to each other on the colour wheel, that they're tonally similar, because that will make it easier for you. I'm going to have a little go at using, I quite like this one, which is purple, and I'm just going to work from dark to light with a purple. So I've got my purple, and I'm going to work from dark to light. When you are shading, and I'm just going to zoom in, when you are shading, you want to start off dark at the top and then work your way down to light. The direction of your shading should always follow the outside edge. So now that I've got down here, because the outside of the shape starts going in this direction, well, I'm just going to start to curve my shading this way. So always following the outline, not making it up, and that way you'll get a really neat colour. So all those shading lines flowing in the same direction, following the outline. No white gaps, nice and close together, just like that. So I'm just going to keep going now onto the next letter. Just to make sure that these two parts here don't sort of merge into each other, I'm going to bring the darkness down a little bit on the love heart. When it comes to doing the shadow with the black or a dark colour, that's what we want to be doing very, very, very last. We always start off with lightest colours first. Curving if the outline is curved. And now I'm going to start to reduce my pressure. Just like that. There we go. So after you've done that, you've blended from dark to light. If you then decide, well, actually, I might want to try another colour, have a little go on a scrap piece of paper, and if it does go well for you, you can start to add that second colour in. If it doesn't go well for you, just keep practicing until you feel confident enough. If you don't feel confident enough, you don't have to. So the very, very last thing that you're going to do is add a really skinny black outline. Nice and controlled.